Sagittarius, hello and welcome back. I am doing a reading today for the month of August 2021. This will, of course, be a general reading, but I will invite you to take the things that make you think and make you feel today, what you want to reflect on for the month, and leave everything else behind to get into your higher vibes. If you've not done so yet, please do take a moment to subscribe to the channel. That would really mean a lot to me. And that way you can be here every single week with me as well. I'm going to put that one back in the deck because I think that was my own little oopsie. All right, let's see what's going on for Sagittarius for the month of August. Threes and fives today for you numerology nerds. Overall energy for you this month is the Hanged Man. Taking a little bit of a conscious time out this month, taking some time to rest, taking some time to evaluate all the things that you're dealing with. It looks to me like we're maybe in a little bit of an emotionally low time, kind of bookending the month. And so taking this conscious rest is going to be about being able to reconnect with the people that recharge you and reminding, maybe more that the people that remind you of, what it is you want in life, what you care about in life, kind of helping you get through this. So if we've been going through it a little bit here, Sagittarius, I think this month is going to be about helping you sort of reset on that. But again, it's bookended with a little bit of kind of low energy and, some stuff that we got to go through and deal with. So in the advice here, we have Five of Cups, the Empress, King of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so early in the month here, we see you in a position where we're reflecting a lot on the past, or we're thinking a lot on the past. And you may find that that's bringing up a swell of emotions with it. Not all of them entirely positive either. It's just like this kind of being stuck in that sort of, days gone by energy. And I think we are reflecting maybe on a relationship that ended. This Empress and King of Cups energy for me are kind of playing off one another. And I think this is really where you're spending the bulk of the month, sort of in reflection on this energy of that relationship. Now, Empress and King of Emotions in tarot obviously are kind of gender binary, but this could be, any two people of any genders anywhere. It's just a past relationship, and one that I think you felt, Sagittarius, was going to be like the long-term relationship for you, the committed relationship for you. You may have considered family with this person, and so we're seeing you sort of stuck dwelling a little bit. So the relationship may recently have ended, or it may be around a time of year that had a milestone or something that related to that relationship. So we find you sort of spending the month in this sort of reminiscing energy around that. A lot of regret going on your end. Towards the end of the month, I think we're going to see you starting to come back together with your friends, with your loved ones, and letting them help, usher you through. I do get a sense that the primary energy that you're struggling with here is that you're fearful that because that relationship ended, that there isn't going to be another one for you, and everybody else is going to find their person, and your person was with you and now they're not. And I think this group of friends, your peers, your closest people, are going to be the ones that are really trying to help you understand that that's not the case, that there will be, another relationship, there will be another love, there will be another person that can come in for you. It's not something that's happening external to you. So that might be a challenging mindset for you to kind of get through here, Sagittarius. I do get a sense that you probably are someone who has a number of water placements in your chart. There's a lot of kind of feeling and reflective energy here, which I don't normally akin to Sagittarian energy. So I think we're probably seeing, someone out there, if this is relating for you, with water in the other primary parts of your chart. So let's do a little clarifying, see what else we can learn. I'll start with the Hanged Man and the overall energy. Okay. Some slippery ones today. Yeah, Six of Emotions. 10 of emotions, 2 of emotions. Yeah. You thought this was the one. You thought this was the soulmate. This was the kindred. It's been very hard for you to move on from this relationship because you see this person everywhere. All the things that you enjoy doing were things that like were from that relationship. All of the, all those emotions are still feeling very raw to you, I think, because in your mind, that was the only person, that was the only option, that was the only answer. And it's impossible right now for you to feel like you can move on from it, which is why we see you standing still and just sitting in this energy. But this is a person who's no longer around you. They're gone out of your life at this point in time. And I don't see you trying to reconnect with them. It's just this inability to be moving on from them at this point in time. Let's take a look at the 5 of Cups here. Page of Materials, Strength, and the Page of Inspiration. Ooh, this was somebody you were with when you were young, I think. This was somebody who was like maybe a first love, like that first true love sort of energy, and you may have been with them for quite a long time, but I think you helped each other kind of solidify as people while you were together. And so it's very difficult for you to separate who you are now from the relationship with this person because you credit who you are now to that relationship. So this might be a time for you to consider, what of yourself is yours that you can carry forward, and how did that relationship inspire or influence it, but you still carry all those things. Your life is not, dependent on who you were when you were this person, and we can become dozens and dozens of different versions of who we are. Relationships often help us grow because they challenge us in ways that we wouldn't normally challenge ourselves, and I think for you that's something we're seeing. This person challenged me into being better. This person challenged me into becoming a stronger version of who I could be. But this relationship happened when I was, too young to really appreciate and understand it. Okay, it's possible it was with an earth sign here. We have Page of Materials coming up. But they were the first, and to you that means they were the one. Instead of can we focus on maybe what did we learn from them? What did we learn in this relationship that we can carry forward into the next one? We'll take a look at the 5 of Pentacles down here too. Knight of Voices, Queen of Materials, and the 10 of Emotions. Yeah, okay. I think I'm understanding now, Sagittarius. You're having a hard time, obviously, with the moving on from this relationship. And we're seeing you kind of later in the month having your people come around you to support you to get out of it. And then at the end of the month, we're going to get some information, okay? We're going to find out that this person is moved on in some way. Maybe that they're, in another relationship, maybe that they're getting married, maybe that they're having a baby, something like that. There's going to be a piece of information that solidifies for you that the relationship is never going to happen again because this person has obviously moved on and I haven't moved on yet. And that's going to be really challenging for you. And I think that's what's going to pull you kind of back down into it, Sagittarius. So you need to be prepared that it's possible that this person, even though you're not in communication right now, is moving on. Just because you're not moving on doesn't mean that they're not moving on. And I think part of you is really hoping that they're also still holding on tightly to the relationship and seeing it in the same way that you see it. And they're not. And I think that's going to be what gets you back in that sort of scarcity mindset of my person is gone and there won't be another person for me, which is absolutely not true. Okay, I do firmly believe that we have a variety of soulmates, of kindreds on this earth that come into our lives at the times when we need them to, and they don't always come in romantic partnerships, but they often do. Okay, so there will be another one out there for you. But this news coming forward about this person, obviously being moved on from the relationship is going to be hard for you. So we need to be, mentally, spiritually, emotionally prepared for when that happens, so that we can work our way through it. And maybe this will become the catalyst for you starting to move on when you recognize that there's absolutely no way that this relationship is going to come back together. But I think the month of August, if we're not careful, could become this month of dwelling. So stay present with your emotions when they come up, but don't let them overrule you. Don't let them overtake you. Because there's so much, there's so much fun in the summer. There's so many positive things to be had, depending on where you live. It may be the only time of year that the weather is really beautiful and we can all be outside and socializing together. So don't allow, the pain that you're carrying inside of you to dictate the entire month, okay? Let your friends, let your people come in and be close to you. Let them support you through this. And that way, when we find out whatever we find out at the end of the month about this person that we used to be in love with, that maybe we're still carrying love for, that we can have that support system around us already and we can work to move through it. I believe in you. I really hope this was helpful, Sagittarius. If it was, leave me a thumbs up and I'll see you back here next week.